And we are live! Welcome back, everybody, to Gods vs. Eldritch Horrors, our campaign of D&D 5.5 edition, or as was also once called 5.24, or D&D 2024, or 5th edition with some sparkles on it, or a new bow. Very well. This campaign, where everyone in the party is built with almost illegal build, and where every god in existence insists that they respect non-intervention right up until they need some deniable contractor with some legendary actions, of course, to work for them and sort out some of their problems. And yes, this is a D&D campaign with some Call of Cthulhu plot, and right now we are even using the new materials from Ravenloft, season for the season of horrors. Yes, they threw some Call of Cthulhu in there, so let's try it out. And season 2 follows the Hellfire Club and its orbiting collection of mythic problems, as they are all champions of gods in this campaign. Some of them are even infernal celebrities. And they are also people that can turn a simple book retrieval into a completely workplace nightmare. And, and their current problem is simple by cosmic horror standards. The party seems to be trapped on this drowned prison island, which the only word they found for it is Innsmouth, and the grimoire that they went all the way to the edges of the known multiverse in a very strange place to study seems to have been forgotten, and they already lost a friend on this journey, and or some might say just an associate. It depends on who you ask. And last session, we even, you know what? Let me hold that on last session. Let's get to meet our party. We have here Doom, our champion of Nuitari, a Warforged blade singer, Dark Moon champion, bearer of the Eye of Vecna, and I guess proud owner of enough titles to constitute difficult terrain. And Doom is hunting a creature that he owes revenge to, and apparently he has found himself also captured by the dark mists and brought to the vicinity of the members of the Hellfire Club, which apparently is more than just the contractors. They're also a book club apparently, and they're also somewhat of a traveling disaster crew. Doom, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
Hello, audience. I hope you're all well. Yes, my titles are very long, and I have received some feedback from my new best friend, Gorbin, that a librarian should always carry business cards. To be honest, I didn't even know Gorbin knew the word business. But alas, feeling quite confident, quite snug in this temple of the gods. As I did just slate him, saying he might not know the word business, he has impeccable taste and decor. So, feeling a little bit more at ease with my once thought of crew.
Very well. Very well. And then we have Red Hot, our champion of Timora, a performer, a thief, a folk hero, and a specialist in constructive betrayal. Red Hot managed to steal the forbidden grimoire for ethical reasons, and which is not a defense, but has worked surprisingly well for her and the parties, and at least for one goddess. And on that note, Red Hot, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight in this very damp island.
Hi everyone. I'm feeling ready. for the adventure, and I'm actually excited to see whatever challenges you throw at us tonight, and hopefully we come out alive. So yeah, let's do this.
Very well, very well. And then we have Gorbin Dibblethwack, our champion of Hecate, former servant of Mistra, current champion of a goddess who treats magical catastrophes like casino opportunities, and still apparently the party's highest sanity score, which for someone who is perpetually drunk as a drunken master monk is quite something to say. And so it still remains less reassuring the more one observes Gorbin. And as you learned, Gorbin last session summoned his Temple of Hecate, where on top of a cursed site, because the world was a bit hostile and they needed to take some time to drink and spend some nice time together. Gorbin, say hello to our audience and tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight. If you're talking, Gorbin, you are on mute.
I think he has an issue with his audio.
Oh, there is always something.
Oh no, he's on mute.
Gorbin, if you're talking, you are on mute. Okay, I think I need to bring a solution to this problem, which is we're experiencing technical problems. Please stay with us until Gorbin can figure out how to unmute his mic. Gorbin is enjoying his ale, and he may or may not That's okay, Gorbin. We wait for you. Well, we're in no rush to start this. Very well. While we wait for Gorbin, let me tell the audience what happened in the last session. So Doom entered our story through the lower decks of the Providence, a shipwreck that is apparently less of a boat and more like a waiting room for bad ideas. Doom was captured by the dark mists that bring the adventurers conveniently to all the GMs out there. The dark mists have no mechanical explanation, but they always work in favor of the narrative, in the sense that they always bring the characters right where you need them to bring. It's a strange device they created in D&D. And captured by the dark mists, the Doom was just there. at the deck of the Providence, where he found a dry leather map case sealed with green black wax and marked by 4 signs: an eye, a wave, a star, and a fanged spiral. And the existing party, meanwhile, was still on the Providence, on the upper deck, surrounded by violet surf, jagged peaks, duplicate wrecks, and Susan. Yes, Susan, who continues to be incredibly pleasant person to be around. Motherly lady who also got caught by the dark mists and brought to this place while she was preparing dinner for her family. And the Grudge tried to solve the problem of Susan, or the suspicion around Susan, by trying to nat 20 arranged headshot on her, but she apparently came prepared, and her shield had an ability to prevent Grunge's shenanigans. And Doom, who rose from the water, introduced himself with some, I guess one could say, with the restraint of a man carrying 7 titles and non-humility, and immediately mistook the group for a crew and began assessing whether the Hellfire Club was some kind of book club. And And yes, the answer technically still remains yes. It is a book club where the book is missing. And one member is liquefy or merged with the liquids from a strange place. And one goddess is furious. That's Lolth, of course. And the minutes are recorded in trauma. The minutes of that of those meetings with the gods. And Doom's eyes of Vecna showed him that the island has two outlines, and what it is now and what it was when something apparently big happened. He saw a town burn and rebuild, and waves rewinding, and a lighthouse shining into yesterday, and beneath the mountains a skull that turned its attention towards Doom. And he saw his arch enemy, Screenshaw, signing a contract to join the Hellfire Club in the Nine Hells. And then came the island thing that whispered that he hunts a dead man wearing a new name. And, and the hunt seems to continue. But right now he has another immediate problem, is that it seems that this prison seems to be eating the trail, and the longer he stays here. And the others receive their own messages. The false Cthulhu, the failed avatar in prison, was one of them. He was showed 4 mouths, 4 broken prayers, 4 little keys, and a door that opens only when the fragment agree. And Red Hot was told to steal the door and call it justice. And Gorbin saw the ritual as a broken piece of magical grammar, and stupidly dangerous in the way that only ancient surviving magic can be. Then they've met this cultist that came out of the sea, as if it was just a stroll in the park. He introduced himself as the tender of the last phrase. And from the water, he was he was wearing noble finery, and he called the party the Dream Fallen, and explained the problem to them as, I guess, only a fish-adjacent doomsday priest can. That something in the vault had noticed them, and that the prison wants release, and that escape and release are almost the same desire, and that he holds the final phrase, and he does not hold the tide, the star, or the blood. And the party did what any competent band of cosmic investigators would do at this point. After receiving apocalyptic instructions from a wet nobleman, they argued about fish, seagulls, goats, maps, magical real estate, and whether rare artifacts should be used as picnic blankets. And ultimately they dismissed the guy as just a crazy rando, and he returned into the sea. And eventually Doom recalled that, oh yes, I found a map. And he opened the map, and it seems that the only word written on this map was Innsmouth. And so now the party has a map, which seems to be the map of the place that they are in. They now have a polite and some might call her suspicious woman, a warforged with a Vecna's eye, and an island that seems to have been drowned way too many times. And here they are. Here we are. Gorbin, did you manage to fix your audio?
Yeah, sorry about that. I have no idea what's going on. I charged those headphones yesterday, and they just... Yeah, but I'm now on my backup pair of headphones, and they seem to be working. So, fingers crossed.
Very well. Say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
I woke up on half a boat, which is not great. You never want to be on half a boat. It's always a bad situation when you're on half a boat. And then I met this crazy lady who gave me a pamphlet about some nonsense. And then I met another librarian, not thrilled about that, who was also a robot with conjunctivitis. He did not let me heal the conjunctivitis, which seems like a weird call, but can't, that's just librarians for you. They're always a little bit weird. And then I made a temple and communed with the goddess after a brief but unpleasant conversation with a fish. Because all conversations with fishes are unpleasant. Because they're sneaky.
I tend to agree with that. I never had a pleasant conversation with a fish.
Yeah, because they just never have anything useful or honest to say. They're just always not telling you what you want to know. They're hiding things.
Whereas goats, on the other hand, the most honest folk you'll ever meet.
Yeah, and you're great conversationalists. Some goats.
Yes, that is true. And all right, so where do we stand now with this party? The party was heading towards. Let me change you guys to the map. They were heading towards Innsmouth, towards the place in the map that looks like an abandoned town or a small little town on the coast. And but before they had taken their time, so they decided to take some rest in the temple of gods summoned, or the temple of the goddess summoned by Gorbin. So let's bring you all there. And while you were there, by the way, resting and having a good time, Grunge decided to go out and scout the place first, and he went ahead. He went ahead before you. He didn't want to stay for long, and maybe he went to buy cigarettes. I don't know. We'll see when he will return. We'll ask him what was he doing. Gorbin has been acting a bit suspiciously late, and the three of you and Susan remain. Susan the fighter remain inside the temple for the time being, and then I'll fade to black and bring you to the town where you arrive. But before we go there, as the four of you, I guess we could count Chili Pepper. With Chili Pepper, as you are all inside of that place, what would you be talking about? Are you getting to know each other? Are you coming with a game plan? Are you trying to figure out what the visions and the clues are? What are you guys doing?
Well, we're in the Temple of the Gods, or once we leave.
Well, you are in the Temple of the Gods. Once you leave, I'll fade to black and bring you to your destination.
Well, Gorbin is mostly communing with the goddess, which is just him sitting there speaking into thin air, talking, informing Hecate of what the situation is.
And you are getting to know, your new associates, Gorbin, or you're not very interested in them? Are they just, random people that they tag along for a while, then they disappear?
Gorbin generally prefers not to associate with librarians, so I think he's just gonna keep his distance.
Doom's gonna be pretty shocked at this because, Doom would have thought that he and Gorbin bonded over the hatred of fish, the hatred of seagulls, and the love of goats. So Doom is experiencing a new emotion called hurt for the first time ever.
Well, I mean, he's not telling you that he's not talking to you or anything like that. He's just kind of like he's just sitting on the altar, lotus pose and mumbling to himself.
Well, in that case, Gorbin, if one thing more dangerous, then a scorned librarian is a scorned Doom. Red Hot, tell me, what is your opinion on the matter of goats, seagulls, and fishies?
I love them.
Oh,
They're very cool.
Whoa!
You were saying something?
It's
Oh.
it's very crucial you differentiate of which one you say you love.
Oh, goat.
Oh, if Doom reaches to his heart and then realizes he's a warforged and doesn't have one, that's very reassuring. I almost leaked some oil.
Very smart creatures. And very cute,
Oh, they're so cute.
one could say. Very interesting place we are, though. I just noticed now. Is this what? Is this from a ring or?
It's from a spell.
This is a spell that Gorbin
Okay.
cast. Yeah.
Okay.
Creates
Okay.
space.
Pretty cool.
Gorbin is showing you his crib.
Well, his
Right.
portable grip.
I love the barrels by the by each bed. Pretty ingenious. You wake up
You gotta stay
and you
hydrated.
feel exactly. Yeah, I get
Need
it. I get
that
it.
ale.
Get that
Yeah.
ale.
And what is the plan, guys? What are you making out of this place?
Hmm.
Oh Jesus!
So while we're
I
here,
hope grunge is not gonna be too cold outside.
did Sponge go somewhere?
Yes, he said he was going, but he didn't even take a blanket.
I'm sure he'll be fine. He's very fuzzy. Very fuzzy.
I agree. I think maybe the only thing he could feel is definitely not cold, but he seems to be a man that feels a lot of chaos with a sprinkle of lunacy and just a touch of mania. I think the cold might be the least of his problems.
Would you like me to make some food, some warm food for you?
I'm good. I got.
I don't know how you do
Yeah.
it, how you go this long without eating properly. I'm already feeling like my blood
you eat
sugar is a
properly.
bit low.
And she grabs some of
She'll
those dry nuts and she starts to eat herself.
She gotta get a very hearty brew, but I got it covered. It's all the body needs. It's like liquid bread.
How about you,
But
dear?
better.
Are you on a diet, Red Hot? And your little sister?
Mm. What can you cook?
Well, we could go fishing. I could get some fish for us and make a nice roasted fish.
I think that sounds like a good idea. But like, where are you gonna get the fish from now?
Well, from outside, of course.
You get the talky one, the one that was talking to us. You can just ask him to come back, and yep, you just up right up on the. You won't even need a fishing pole.
I think the
That
problem with that plan, Gorbin, is you might have had too many ales to remember, but asking him simply to hop up, we can't trust them. And he will probably, if given access to this place, will ransack this whole temple of Hecate and, most importantly, your tankards of ale.
Well, but that's why you cook him first. Outside. Yeah, when you come up on the land, and then you the cooking thing, and then you and you can eat the fish.
Now,
The fish
Corbin, I know that dealing with these fishmen isn't as simple as that, and although that's very simple in logic, in practice, might prove to be a whole ordeal. I do fear you might have had too many an ale, because even you know this, even at your most inebriated states.
I'm not saying you trust him. I'm saying you cook him. Cook the fish.
Ah, yes. How could 2 + 2 is 5? How could I forget this?
How does this spell work? Like, can we just go in and out as we want, or?
Yeah, you can. For 24 hours. After 24 hours, the whole place just disappears. And
Right.
if I remember correctly, I think I warded it against aberrations. So
Nice.
as long as you're not an aberration, you can enter and leave freely. There is one door. If you are an aberration, I think there's like a check, like a constitution check or something that you have to pass. I'll double check, but I don't think
How
any
long
of us
do we
are
plan
aberrations.
on? Do we plan on taking a long rest here, or not
Yes,
necessarily?
dear, you should take a look.
Just so I know.
You all look a bit tired.
That is
Yeah,
above the
we'll
table.
hold
That
it
is
in mind.
suspicious.
And and Grunge, he did look like some sort of young man who might be a bit too young for cigarettes. So I wonder if he's out there. He's dangerous. He could be kidnapped. He could get himself a cold or a sore throat. I think perhaps we should go after him after we rest.
Could I make another like either perception or insight check to see if anything about what she's saying reads as suspicious to Gorman?
By all means.
Can I do the same?
I don't trust this lady at all.
You don't need to roll to be suspicious. You can be suspicious, but if you want to get an insight on her motivations, on her emotions, on if she's lying, then you roll it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that's insight then.
Yeah. Dome, This is a perfectly nice lady. She's just worried about the party. She's just trying to take care of everybody.
I got a dirty 20.
A Gorbin. She's awfully nice, uncomfortably nice. So far, that's the only thing you can assess from her is that she's too nice for the type of job she has. Red Hot, are you rolling as well? I can't see your rolls.
I rolled a 25.
Oh,
Yeah, I had an error, but a 25.
Very well.
I rolled in yeah,
In Discord.
D&D.
Very well.
Yep.
Red Hot, you think she's incredibly nice, and she's truly worried about grunge.
Okay. I mean, I'll still be a little suspicious, but I'll tell her, you know, I would want to take a little nap, but I don't know if you going fishing and splitting up, it's a good idea. But I guess if you think you're brave enough on your own, then that's fine.
Yeah, I hate to say, but I agree with the fancy librarian. If you want to go, Susie, if you want to go look for Spongy, Grungy, what was his name again? That guy, the blurry one, the blurry one. Yeah, you want to go looking for him? You follow your bliss, and I'm gonna just take a little nap for a little bit. Just gotta rest the old peepers.
And is there anything else you would like to do before we fade to black and you get back you get to your destination?
We are taking a long rest here then, yeah?
If you want to, yes.
Okay. Because if we are gonna take a long rest above the table, I will probably wish cast Simulacrum. And I won't
Ooh.
do it if we don't take a long rest, because I might want to keep my 9th level open in case something terrible happens later.
And I'm
I'm
going
all
to
up for it.
reattune.
2 simulacrums, yes please.
And I'm going to reattune to my Spellguard shield.
Very well.
Okay.
So
So you can apply, yeah?
Doom's gonna walk up to Corbin and say, and like, you know, although he's hurt that Corbin's given him the cold shoulder, he cares deeply for Corbin because of the shared love of goats. Now, Corbin, something's going to happen, and I don't want you to panic. Okay, so I'm going to go into that room, and when I come out, just be open-minded. I know your opinion on librarians is almost as fatal as fish and seagulls, even though I'm not a librarian, but I fear that trying to convince you otherwise might be as difficult as trying to get you to stop drinking. So I'm going to close this door and just be prepared, okay? Do you promise me you'll be open-minded, you'll be prepared? And
Yes.
make sure you're sitting down as well.
Mine's open. Sitting down. Probably laying down. This moss is very comfortable. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine open. brain out.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me just a couple of moments, Corbin.
Yeah. You, librarian guy.
Doom is going to wish cast Simulacrum to
Very well. Burn that
create the
9th level
mood.
spell slot.
Yep, it's burnt.
Very well.
19.
You know, Susan gave us some like 16 temporary points. Are those still?
Yes, you keep them until you.
So they don't have like
until
an
you spend them.
expiry.
No.
Okay, cool.
I forgot about that. And apparently so did
Yeah.
my character.
36.
Yeah, it was 16.
Very well. So, we fade to black, and you summon Mood. Is that correct?
I
Doom?
summon Mood.
Very well. Mood being the name of Doom's simulacrum. And he has 136 hit points.
Yeah, I have a sheet ready.
And the same level of sanity. And how much AC?
With no clothes on, Mood has 19.
19. And how much speed?
70.
Very well.
And we long rest after this, and correct? Team?
You long rest. That's after the long rest.
Oh, I was going to do that before the long. Okay, that's okay.
Very well. As you all finally reach the coast, as we fade to black, and you leave the Temple of Gods, and you travel in your brooms of flying and whatever other means you found to travel this very long distance. It's about 6 miles, so it takes a couple of hours for you to get there. Through this very chopped sea, horrible weather. It rained on your way there, and well, eventually you arrive at the coast. And as you land on the coast, you find yourselves, as you land on the shore, you find yourselves in front of this destroyed building that seems like a tavern that had been hit by something immense right in the middle of the building and split the building in two. Whatever hit it seemed to have come from the sea. And as you can see, the entire place has been destroyed and abandoned. There are only a few walls still standing. Yet, sitting on a chair right in front of you, is what seems to be this almost drowned man wearing fisherman clothes and that resemble a priest's clothes. He's wearing a cape that is made of fisherman's net and of a fish net, and he's wearing as well some symbols, what seems to be religion symbols hanging from its neck. The man stares at you with one eye that seems slate white, just like a dead fish's eye, and the other eye that seems to be staring straight at you. And as he sees you approaching, he says to you, "Welcome. Welcome to my tavern. You are always welcome in our village."
Tavern, you say? May I ask what you have on tap?
Yes, there are some very well-aged spirits in the bar. So strong they kill the fish.
Excellent. I'll take 5.
You,
Do you guys want anything?
Because they killed the fish, I'll take 2.
well, if you want to, you gotta come in so we can talk. In here, you pay for the drink by learning about the cult.
Okay. And Gorbit is gonna stumble his way in through. Where exactly does one enter this place?
Whichever place you want.
Question.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna, I guess, stumble his way up. Do I need to make any, like, climbing checks or whatnot?
You are a drunken master monk, not just a simple drunken monk. So
Right, okay.
it's okay. Your dexterity as a monk is enough. This Gorbin is a Arcana cleric and with a dip into drunken master monk. Very well. As you come to the tap, you notice that the water's still dripping out of him, and he has just came out of the ocean. And he looks at you and says, "Excellent. What is your name? What brings you to Innsmouth?"
Durbin Gibblesworth. No, that's not right. Gorbin Gibblethwack. That's the one. Yep, that's me. And I'm here because of I drank a thing and woke up on half a boat.
Oh, I have dreamt about you. Yes,
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I dreamt of your arrival. A useful drunk oracle dwarf. A magical bait. I can see your liver has already made his peace with death. As he pours,
Good.
he pours a glass to you.
Thank you very much.
A grammar priest of broken magic. You can read the runes, and you can even repair the ritual syntax.
I do words very good. Good at words. And Gorbin downs the first of his drinks.
How would you like to be induced in the cult? The cult brings you gifts, voices from beyond, unearthly powers. Powers to talk to the spirits, powers to read the runes. I think you have just the right mind for the job. Yogya. It is
I
our
hear
priest.
that thing.
It could induce you in a state of perpetual somnambulism, where you would go navigating and narrating your visions like a true oracle. Ioya is also in this state. We are the coat of the chthonic night. We open the minds of those that arrive here to the whispers of the great Ode Cthulhu. And the way he pronounces that word gets you to lose 1 point of sanity, Gorby.
Okay.
It was
Down to
pronounced.
naught.
It was not pronounced in common. It was pronounced in a different language.
Oh dear, there's gotta be. Come, Red Hot. There's gotta be a better way to get inside. Oh dear. Oh, it's a bit.
Coming.
And while Red Hot, while you get Susan goes to the other side, and Mood, you hear someone knocking on that double door that that you have there.
Bartender, what I do believe I never, if I got your name, it was so unimpressive that I forgot it. I believe there is someone at this door. Would you like me to open it, sir?
Yeah, you can open. The name is Marg too. I am the reef speaker of Shaglag. And as he says that
Marg.
word to you, you gotta roll a sanity save.
Oh no. That's like the worst news ever.
You got a plus
sanity
0 on that
save. Hey, let's do it. D20, let's go. I don't know what that number is. Oh, it's a natural 20. Oh, it didn't roll.
Nice.
I'm not seeing the chat. Oh, I seen the score. That's a nat 20. Congratulations.
Oh,
Not only you get inspiration out of this, but you get 1 point of sanity. It actually, that word makes perfect sense to you. Your sanity is now an 11. It doesn't change your
Let's
modifier
go.
from 0, but it gives you a little buffer. Now that's just
Getting
good
there, getting there.
pronunciation of That's just good pronunciation.
I'm very familiar with that Marg 2. I do realize why I forgot your name, because Marg 2 sounds like forget you, but I am also above one of my many other titles, a champion of so I'm very familiar with the title.
Oh dear, did you choke on something? Would you like me to do a maneuver on you?
I do believe this was one of my greatest mistakes, opening up this door. Susan, pleasure to see you as always.
Oh, and now that you have a little twins. Oh, I find that so interesting. These days, everybody has the twin.
Yeah, the librarian is always multiplying. Is a real problem. Anyway, how about that? I believe our 6 strings.
Oh.
Keep them coming, buddy.
Hi, sir. I'm Susan. What's your name?
I'm Mark II, Reef Speaker of Xarl.
I'm Susan the Fighter. I am also a speaker in the name of RN Jesus. Would you like to hear a little bit about RN Jesus? Oh, I'm not gonna drink anything this strong. Would you have a glass of milk?
No, I only have wine and spirits.
You have a lovely fishy smell.
I am
Hey,
here
she,
to talk to you about the Chthonic Knight coat.
Oh, I see. You, I'm sorry. I know you're probably recruiting for your cult, dear, but um I'm afraid I don't like to be sacrificed before lunch. So that's gonna be a bit difficult for me to join you. It's just, scheduling. But perhaps another time you would like to learn about RN Jesus. We are a bit lost and we're trying to find our way out of this island.
You are not lost. Lost things wander, and you were delivered. But I haven't dreamt about you. You look like a soft vessel, a mother-shaped. Something I don't understand what is doing here. But you might make excellent sacrifice material indeed.
That is very nice of you to notice. I do think that I would make an excellent sacrifice material, but I'm it's just that, you know, perhaps you could hear me out about Aaron Jesus, and then perhaps you would like to perhaps we can hear about your nice little goat.
Your eyes belong to a dead ladder climber. Our door goes lower. Mother shape. Why does the sea remember your kitchen?
Yeah, because that I was making some dinner before arriving here, and she turns to Gorby and says, "He speaks very complicated, doesn't he? It is
yeah,
very interesting."
Susie, I gotta say, you do not want to order milk in a place like this. It's just, I mean, the read your room. Is you don't want, if they got milk here, you do not want to drink it. I mean, you don't want to drink it in general, just to this milk, but also definitely not from this place. And also, yeah, but yeah, he's got a whole thing going on. But also, you distracting him from pouring my drinks.
Well, I guess there's no harm in trying one of your drinks. I think that's just polite. Perhaps Red Hot and your sister, would you like to share a bottle of wine?
Red Hot, if you're talking, we can't hear. Did we lose Red Hot?
No, she's just muted.
Oh, perhaps she's too upset with me. Doom, would you like to share a bottle of wine?
Susan, the only thing I would like to share with you is silence.
Corbin's gonna tap
Sorry,
the bar. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'll share one glass.
Oh, that's very nice of you, dear. And Doom, I think you're just feeling a bit down today, a bit grumpy. Is that because you haven't seen any goats?
Susan, at any moment, I could make one of the most magical, legendary, mythical, powerful, and frankly handsome goats appear at any moment. I do not see goats all the time, but goats are always with me. The currency I have is horns, and the debts I have to pay is in fur. Both are my life. So, Susan, although there may be no goats here, the goats are with me. I am one with the goats, and the goats are one with me.
And she says,
Here.
"Oh, that is very nice, dear. Look, while you were all at talking and resting, I took the liberty to knit this one for you."
And she pulled from her bag of holding a knitted sweater that has this giant mountain goat in front of it. It's very fluffy, and she gives it to you and says,
"I hope you're not gonna feel cold with this one. And look, I put a goat on the front for you."
It looks like a Christmas sweater, but one that has a giant goat in front of you with a long white beard.
Doom pulls this sweater, and the only thing I've ever been given is lashings. I've had to take everything.
Oh,
Susan.
I'm sorry to hear that, dear. I'm sure you deserve more. Everyone deserves love.
Susan, the highest compliment I can pay you is this. I will not wear this, but I will put it on the mood so I can see it every day.
And thanks to that, the mood, because it's a copy of you, I guess we can call it, it's the better mood now, because he's in a better mood since he has to wear that sweater.
Susan, I fear I may have judged you too early, as I did with Corbin, and I may have to question my character analysis. I appreciate this, and you have put me and mood both in a better mood.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Would you like to come and enjoy a glass of wine with us? We are getting to know. I'm sorry, dear. I forgot your name. I don't know. Mark too. We are getting to know Mark too.
I'm going to do something better, Susan. I can hear that conversation from over here. So what I will do is sit in this chair and admire mood. And that is... I'm just going to sit and look at him at this masterpiece you have created. Me and him shall stand and watch, but I fear... And he doesn't finish his sentence. He's just completely lost in the goat sweater.
very well. And she goes back and she sits by Red Hot and Chili Pepper. And she grabs the bottle of wine. She says,
Oh, I'm gonna need a little glass for myself if we're gonna have to hear about some pagan cult, dear.
and Mark too looks at you, Red Hot, and says, I also dreamt about you. The key teeth of fate. The hand that opens what kings lock. The code would like you to steal a ritual word from another code. And if you do so, you will be inducted in the Chthonic Night, and that will be your greatest honor. As a bright-blooded champion, fit for a public wound. You only respect violence, but in here, you will have a blood oath. So, Red Hot, are you convinced? Are you joining the Chthonic cult? They seem like good people.
You're muted if you...
No. Yeah, realizing it. I think I'll just join Rhythm Mood. Just abruptly leave the table.
So, you have a lot of dreams.
Yes, the Chthonic Night has the best oracles in this island. You do well to join us.
I still got...
Go ahead.
You still got more... Don't stop pouring them drinks. I ordered at least a dozen, pretty sure. Just keep them coming. Don't stop pouring. I'm listening to your spiel. You keep pouring.
And seeing that you went to the other side, Susan follow you, Red Hot, and Doom, and as you are all taking your the three of you are taking your drinks there, and Gorbin stays with Mark Wool, and and he says, you know, words are for things afraid to bite. But the door in this island is old, and old things open to blood. And I can show you the blood route through Dagon's claw. The blood route serves Dagon's effort to feed on the great Cthulhu. And as he says that word again, you lose another point of sanity, Corbin.
Of course I do.
You are now down to 18.
So down to 18, yeah.
And he says to you, your friend there, the motherly lady, gives us the war mother. Keep the metal one. Bring the red one if she stops fleshing. Because Dagon does not bargain. And then feed
the War Mother as a sacrifice to Dagon. Then
And,
take the blood
But-
out of the water, as this will be one of the items, one of the components you need for the ritual.
Gorbin slams back the latest drink he's been poured, sets the glass on the bar, and goes, "Yep, yeah, so the Goonies and War Mommy do the thing, and sure, got it. Flashy something with metal something or other. Anyway, let's go, another round." And as he taps the bar.
And Red Hot, while you, Doom, Chili Pepper, Susan, and the Better Mood are standing there, you've noticed 5 fish-like creatures just walking out of the sea into the shore, and one of them just jumps into the tavern, just this massive jump, and lands on top of a table, just smashing the table against the ground. And he says, "Deceiver! What do you think you are doing? I'm recruiting them. Recruiting them. You are pretending to be from the Chthonic Knight. Don't fall for his words. He doesn't belong to the Chthonic Knight. No. No. This deceiver is from the coat of the Scaly Abyss, and he's trying to recruit for Xarg, their leader, pretending to be from our coat, the coat of Chthonic Knight."
Okay.
Alright.
You know, I was really just here for the drinks. It's all good.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah?
24.
The fish-like humanoid that is dressed like a priest or a tribal priest, that just jumped into this place, and there are 4 more that came out of the water. Doom, you would know this species is called Quatoa, and Quatoa, and you would think that you know these species, but these ones look a bit more they look a bit more dreadful than the ones you've met before. They look a bit more like fish. These ones look almost like some expired fish, I guess we could call that. A bit more gray, a bit more green, a bit more disgusting, and the one that jumped inside the tavern seems to be truly upset with the bartender, and for the bartender to pretend, and is accusing the bartender of being a member of a different cult, the cult of the Scaly Abyss, and to pretend to be from the cult of the Chthonic Knight to try and recruit you. And he says, "I will tell you, Mark, too. You better leave our turf, or a cult war will follow. You cannot do anything against our cult of the scaly abyss. Killing me won't change a thing. Dagon will just bring me back. I'm the Reef Speaker. You are the Reef Deceiver. Don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth. The cult of the Scaly Abyss are raiders, and they sacrifice people to Dagon, as Dagon tries to usurp the great Cthulhu. And the way this guy pronounces Cthulhu doesn't make you guys lose sanity. Apparently he doesn't know how to say it properly. And and he says, if you want to join the cult of Chthonic Night, then you must come with us. We will induce you. We operate in this area, and we are the only ones that know the final word.
Without looking away from the better mood, Doom is gonna just lean in the direction of Gorbin and say, Gorbin, I cannot tell who is telling the truth, but I can tell that this fish is A, a fish, so we have trust issues with those, and B, he is incredibly upset, and C, to be honest, these are worse for wear-looking Kuatoa that I've ever seen, so, Gorbin, I imagine you need to finish up your drink because we might have a fracas on our hands very shortly. And excuse me, Mr. Gills, if you are from the Chthonic Knights, tell me why I should believe you and not Magdu.
You are the dreamed fallen. You came from the wreck. The sleeper was not mumbling after all. It warned us of your arrival. It warned us you are the ones that will free Cthulhu, not these usurpers. The dream fallen don't come here by chance. Fate brought you here. Our archpriests have had a premonition of your arrival in the stars.
At this point, Gorbin is going to down his most recently poured drink in a single gulp, and as he sets it back on the bar, he is going to fall performatively off of his bar stool onto the ground. This is a deliberate action, so I'm not sure if this would be a performance or deception, but he's going to try to make it look like he just drunkenly fell off. So I'll leave it up to you which one you want me to roll.
Roll
for that.
deception.
Roll deception. All right. And as he does so, he dips his fingers into his mug, flings them up into the air, and whispers, "And the heck is his light, guide, and protect." And he is casting Crown of Stars. The drops of ale that fly from his fingers begin to glow and whirl about his head.
That's cool.
So go ahead.
And it says, I'm Ketra Sharktooth. I am a true priest of the Chthonic Night. I I mean you no harm. I'm here
just to be clear,
recruit you in the name of fate.
I just want to be clear. I'm not like actually attacking with that. I'm just creating the crown, not actually launching anything there. It just automatically does the damage thing, and it does not require concentration.
Oh yeah. Very well. All right. So, he steps forward and says, Mark II, the deceiver, understands the importance of your presence. You have been brought here. The fish priests have foreseen you. They said the lady that wants justice and will cut something that deserves it. The drunk that smells fermented. The
I
metal
resemble that remark.
that does not
Have
bleed.
you?
And then that one, the soft one. The sea would like her to scream. The fish priests also foresaw a fifth one, but it doesn't seem to be with you.
Mm.
And
Yeah, he's very blurry. Don't worry, very blurry.
It's fine, Mr. Shocktooth. You just keep talking. We're all listening.
very well.
Can I ask something? I'm sorry. I'm just a bit lost on all of this. Are you all trying to recruit us to your cults? Why do you want us to come to your cults? Before anyone joining a cult, first of all, do they have like a place for us to wash our hands and shower? And do you have like a complaint book or a complaint procedure that we can, file some concerns that we have? Why do we need to join your cult?
Well, you want to escape this place, don't you? We know the way out.
Would you have a little pamphlet that I can keep with myself, and I'll just carry around and I can read later while I think about your offer? I mean, you are being very gentlemanlike.
I, Mr. Shocktooth, I must say, I must second that. You speak in riddles and hogwash, and I do think having some sort of business card, as I've been told myself I need to have, might simplify these things down, because I am inclined, honestly, to believe you, and Mark II I'm not so keen on, because you tend to have a lot of information. But if I'm being totally honest, Mr. Sharktooth, you're also just mildly irritating, and I feel like you could shorten down things you're saying to sell. As Susan says, you're both trying to recruit to us, and I believe you're doing what is called overselling. And Mark II here is benefiting from your overselling. So I suggest you regather yourself, create some business notes, and recenter and redeliver.
Corbin gets back up to his feet, now with stars circling around his head, like a cartoon character that just toppled and fell down too hard. And says, yeah, I gotta say, between the two of you, only one of you has offered me drinks, and they were pretty good drinks.
And Mr. Sharktooth,
you notice that what you
would-
just said really made him stop, and now he's reflecting, and he seems to be like almost slightly embarrassed. And he says, "Well, I apologize for my lack of manners. I'm usually much more pleasant. It's just that Mark II is always trying to get into our business. And I would have been successful in recruiting them if wasn't for your interference. But I'm sure that even now, knowing that I'm a member of the Scaly of the Abyss cult, they would still prefer to join mine." And then he pours a little bit more drink for you, Gorbin. And then he puts another cup, and then another cup, and then he serves you like 4 different cups. And then he gives you a nod.
Now, Mark, too, I must say, we're trying to have civil discourse here, and I do believe putting down Mr. Sharktooth is weakening your position. I feel like I'm in a counseling session. And if you want us to join your cult, you must play nice. And it's very obvious to the whole room that you are successfully bribing Gorbin with drinks. And I must say, Mr. Sharktooth, it's clearly working, and you're doing yourself no favors, because I hate to say this, it's not very nice, but we're not very fond of fish people, so you are operating from a piece of disadvantage.
Well, I'm sorry that I can't do anything about my appearance. But I must tell you, I am the legitimate priest of the Chthonic Night. And I would like to bring you to meet our perpetual somnambulant king priest, Yogya. He's ageless, desiccated. He leads our cult, and he has all the visions. You must come to decipher his ramblings, as they are directives from Cthulhu himself. Those who join the cult and go through the induction rituals can hear the voice of Cthulhu.
He just says Cthulhu in common, not in...
Yeah, in common, not
Yeah,
in deep
okay.
speech, so you don't lose your sanity.
Okay. Above the table, guys, who do you guys believe? I honestly trying to believe Mr. Sharktooth more.
Above the table, I'm thinking, like, yeah, probably, but also, I don't want to follow either of them. Like, they both seem like bad options.
Corbin in character is definitely leaning towards one.
Oh no, Corbin is just leaning toward the one toward getting more drinks.
Yeah.
He's just standing like he's already like that guy just poured him 4 drinks. He's already downed all 4 of them like a machine gun, and he's holding his hand out for more.
What about you, Red Hot? You might be on mute. Likely AFK.
Red hot. And Susan says,
I'm not saying the fish people are right, Doom. But they also have feelings, you know? And sometimes, dear, your words can be a bit too blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And you may have hurt his feelings. And as you can see, they have very poor ventilation.
Yeah, she sees. Yeah, at a point you are being a little bit rude, even though they are as fishes, they are not to be trusted. But still, being a little bit rude. Sorry, just I gotta call it like I sees it. Anyway, more drinks, and he's left the bar.
there are already 4 cups in front of you. You already pour 4 times, anticipating that you might request more.
Corbin would have been an exceptionally cared for member of the boys.
As he's serving you this drink, he says, "You might just be the only sane one among them. Perhaps you should be the lighthouse that bring them to the right place. If you truly want to leave this place, then you must come to the far end of the island." And he starts to describe a place that would be in the far end of the island. He says, "Beyond the mountains. You are currently here. Let me bring you all there.
Hang on, says here.
Now, he's saying to you, he's explaining to Gorbin to come to this place. Come to Dagon's Claw. In there, we'll sacrifice the War Mother with her blood in the water, mixed with the blood of Dagon. You might have a chance to leave this place." And he's whispering to Gorbin.
Okay. To clarify something, Legend, in last session, in Doom's vision, the skull told him to leave this place. Was that referring to Innsmouth or just that altar they were at?
I can't tell you that.
Can't tell me that. Okay.
It could be. It's up to your interpretation as a player. It can be a number of things. A symbolic dream.
Okay. Understood.
And Gorbin's reaction to those whispers is, yeah, I'm very shiny, very, very bright. I mean, look at my crown. It's shiny. Yep. Got it. Get what you're saying. Get what you're laying down. Something about more goonies and worms and such. Got it. Okay. But just keep pouring, buddy. Just keep at it. Do what you're good at.
And he grabs all the cups there under the counter that somehow is still intact despite the fact that this place is completely destroyed. And he puts like a line of it. And then he gets this small barrel, opens the barrel and starts to pour all in a line, in a row, to all the cups on top of the counter. And he says to you, "There is many more where this came from. If you join Dagon's Call."
Like what I'm hearing Yep. Sounds good. And with that, Gorbin just starts, picking them up, shooting them back, setting them down.
Gorbing, sweetheart, I trust your magical judgment, but I would trust more if you had a little bit of a breakfast, and perhaps if you had just a little bit less liquids.
You know what, Susie? Breakfast is a great idea. And with that, he takes a break from doing shots and takes a giant swig from his mug. All right. This is better. All right. Now back to lunch. And he resumes doing the shots. I assume there's enough of them that it's going to take him a minute.
And the priest says,
Perhaps we started with the wrong foot. But I'm telling you, our coat is the answer that you seek. You should come to the induction. You understand once you hear its voice.
Wait, who is he talking to?
to all
Or
of
is he
you.
talking to everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gorbin sets down the last of the cups in the line, taps to the bar to indicate that he wants it refilled, and looks to Shark Tooth and says, "This thing is, you see, not really sure what exactly it is you're selling, because it sounds mostly not great. You want me to go do some dream investigating? You want me to investigate a dream for a dead guy? Or this guy who's undead? Or just permanently asleep? It sounds problematic. It's weird. Sounds weird. I don't know. I like it here. They give me drinks. You have decent booze at least? No, because of course not. Because he's a fish, and fishes never have a good booze. This is another problem with fish. No offense. Don't mean to be rude. It's just an observation.
I can tell that you are very passionate, dear, about the things that you're recruiting, but I just want to say your recruitment strategy is just a little bit stabby. Perhaps you could just try in a different way. You know, Gorbing and Doom really love goats. Would you have goats in your coat?
We can try and arrange. There are not many goats in this island. Oh, you see, I can arrange goats.
Stop interfering, Martu!
You don't have goats, but we do.
Oh.
why the tables have turned.
We can arrange some goats as well, if needed be.
Oh, you see? Now that's much better. Would you be able to arrange as well some nice breakfast for Gorbin? Because he's just drinking a lot. And I'm just wondering, that's not very good for his health. Perhaps he needs a little bit of solids.
Okay, so just to be clear, shark face, was it? So your plan is you want to feed Susie to a thingamajig, right? You want to sacrifice
who is
Susie
Chugface?
to a thing.
Who is Chugface?
Shark face. Yeah. Shark face.
Shark.
Hey.
Very well. Says,
Yeah.
Well, we must induct you all into the cult. Then the visions will guide us. And Mark turns to you and says, well, in my cult, you don't need the visions. We can just sacrifice her and get what you need.
Okay. Well, anything that makes her stop trying to make me eat things is fine. So you should go with whichever one you want. You just I'm just gonna drink some more. And while I drink about this situation.
I think it's important that we establish some healthy boundaries with them. Because it seems that they are somewhat sacrificial, and perhaps we should try and explore some non-sacrificial options. Because we are not handing over anyone as a sacrifice. Does your your
except for maybe you, maybe just you. Sounds like they just want you.
Oh dear, is that why I said you shouldn't be drinking anymore?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know why you said it, but you said it, and you find it rude, find it uncalled for, and judgmental.
I'm just trying to look out for you, dear. You gotta eat something. I mean, drink as much as you want. I'm sure you have a lot of worries in your mind, and you must have your reasons. And I'm sure you must have good reasons for it. But I'm just saying, you should get something solid in your stomach, dear, to help you out. You know, Maddie, my husband, he used to tell me that the more bread and other things you have in your stomach, the better you can soak the drinks.
When you get all the good booze out of them, they'd be all soaked up in the bread, which would diminish them. It makes it less potent. He's trying to sabotage me, and I do not appreciate it. So yeah, I'd appreciate it if you would just no on that. No.
I must say I concur with Gorbin. Now, Mr. Sharktooth, I see you have brought some, what I can imagine is either friends, foot soldiers, bodyguards, or muscle with you, which I can deduce is that A, we choose to go with you and everything's fine and dandy. B, we choose not to go with you and your friends come in and you try and take us with you by force. Or C, that you are a very famous priest and you have a fan club.
there is an option D. These are dangerous waters to swim in. And those are my cultists from my cell. And when we came here to recruit you, we had a very important mission. And when we travel through these waters, we don't travel alone.
Smart.
And then he points towards the damage on the floor and he says,
Do you see this?
It's just incredibly hard to miss, sir. I think it's quite obvious that we all see it, yes.
Yes. This was made by an ancient kraken named Sharon.
Mr. Sharktooth, are you okay? Really?
and then he grabs one of the broken chairs on the floor, and then he tries to put them standing up just enough with the 3 legs for him to sit down. And he sits on the table that's almost falling inside of the hole made in the middle of this building, and he looks at you with a different look in his eyes. He says,
I truly don't know. I feel that sometimes this job can be frustrating because my appearance doesn't really help.
and Mark II just shouts from the other side like,
That is what they call imposter syndrome. Shut up, Mark II! You have imposter syndrome! You are the deceiver!
and then he slams on the table, and the table breaks and falls into the hole.
This guy just gets into my nerves.
Sharktooth, you're playing into his hands. Take a seat again. Take a seat again. You, every time you rise to Mark Toole's words, he wins. And you want to win. Now, what you've just described sounds incredibly difficult and incredibly sad. And, you know, I am not one with emotions, and if I was a being of emotions, I would say I feel sorry for you, but I cannot lie and say I don't. But doesn't mean it's not difficult. Now, Mr. Sharktooth, okay, I need to ask you a very simple question. I want you to tell me the truth, and if you're the big bad guy here, and you tell me I'm actually lying and Mark Toole is telling the truth, and this, nothing bad's gonna happen. In fact, it might even push us towards not trusting Mark Toole, because at least you can be honest. Mr. Kethra Sharktooth, what is going to happen if, and he leans in so only Tony Kethra can hear him. What is going to happen if we go with Mark Toole? And B, do you think you cannot rise to his antics any longer, because it's not doing you any justice in this? It almost feels like an auction at this point. I will circle back to who can supply the most goats, because that is something I have not forgotten about and was glossed over very, very, very quickly. So A, what's going to happen if we go with Mark Toole? And start there, sir.
I can tell you that he's a deceiver. If you go with him, there's no telling if you're ever going to return. don't trust a word that come out of his mouth. Well, I can't promise you more goats than Mark II, because I don't even know how many goats he has. But I will send my cultists to find all the goats we can find in this island. If that's what you need for your rituals.
Well, thank you very much, Catch the Starktooth. That was very unproductive. I am going to go back to where I was and let this unfold naturally because I enjoy seeing you squirm against Margtool, honestly. And I want to see if you can not bite at anything he says. So remember what I have said, and may the goat be with you.
Corbin is going to grab two of the glasses that he has just emptied, and drop a boozy shroom in to each of them, and then top them off with a splash of boozy shroom juice, and one to the reaped Mark II, and then stumble over and hand the other one to Sharktooth, and say, I think maybe this might help you guys sort out whatever you're going through, because you seem to you gotta come to terms this is not healthy. And then he's gonna stumble his way back.
And he says, I drink no poison that comes from Mark II. And he throws it on the massive hole by his side.
Well, first of all, rude. Secondly, did not come from him. It was a gift from me. I gave it to you. So, hey, I'm gonna be polite, and I'm gonna make you another one. And he makes another one and brings it back over.
And then he
gives
says,
it to it.
My apologies. And then he grabs it.
Great.
And then he sniffs it and says, it smells like trees and rotten roots.
Well, not everything tastes the way it smells, and not everything is about the taste or the smell. Sometimes it's about the way it makes you feel afterward. So just try it and see what you're feeling.
And then he drinks it, and he eats the cup with it. and he looks at you and I feel the same. Oh,
Well,
wait. Oh, wait. Oh. You are colorful. Oh, yeah. Oh. And you start to see that his eyes start to look into weird directions, and suddenly his body relaxes. He falls from his chair prone on the ground and starts to look up into the sky because there's zero roof left in this building. And he's just looking up, and he says, colors. I see colors. And while the
yeah, you do.
and while the six of you
are trying to figure it out. Where to go next and what to do in relation to the skulls. Let's take a quick bio break, and we're back in 15, 20 minutes, everybody.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Back.
Very well. So, are you still trying to figure out what you gotta do? What you gonna do? I assume that's a
Yeah, I
yes.
don't know who to trust. Yeah, I don't know who to trust.
Let me bring you back to the place. You may notice.
Can I ask, did Marg Thul also drink the concoction that Gorbin gave him?
He did, but it had no effect on him.
Okay.
And very well. You are Sharktooth. After a while, recovers from the effect, and he sits down and he says, "I had never seen so many colors." And Mark Thul pulls his, and you may notice that during the interval I took the liberty to make an improvement in the better mood, so that he looks more like himself.
Nice.
Where am I? Oh!
That's a beautiful sweater.
He's amazing. Oh my god.
And Mark II pulls puts a coin, a strange looking coin, on top of the counter, and as it pushes towards you and says, "Here, friend." And pushes towards you, and I'm trying to show you something, and it's not. Can you guys see something in your screen?
Just seeing the map.
Yeah, just a map.
Okay.
Who is he pushing it to?
Towards you, over the counter. So,
Okay.
Let me see if it shows now. Yeah, there
Yes.
you go.
Yeah. I
That's
see it.
how the coin looks like. And he tells you, "This is the symbol of the cult of the scaly abyss. You carry this with you. It works like a sending stone. When you need to speak with the reef speaker of Xarg, then you just use it." And he hands it over to you and says, "I will wait for your decision. And when you are ready, come to initiation." And as he's reaching the other side, leaving this place, you've noticed water just swirls under Mark II's feet, and like a little tidal wave, and he surfs his way into the water, passing through the other cultists that spit on the ground and look at him in bad ways, and then he enters the sea and disappears. And Sharktooth says, "Yeah, I can offer you things as well. And you should not go with him. Don't believe his words." And he pulls a stone and puts in front of you, Gorbin, that looks like this, and he says, "This is the sending stone we use in the cult of the Chthonic Knight. It's our symbol.
Once you make your choice, you can summon me through it. And we start your induction in the true cult that deserves and that had foreseen your arrival.
And then with that, he jumps back into the beach with his massive, like, Hulk-like jump. And there's a hero landing on the sand. And then they dive into the sea, into the ocean. And all of them disappear.
All right,
Oh
so
my.
Corbin is gonna.
They certainly know how to make an exit.
So Corbin takes both of these, and slips them into the second pocket of his Heward's hireling armor, and finishes off whatever drinks remained unfinished on the table. Goes, okay, so I guess that was a thing that happened. It's a whole thing seems very fishy. I don't trust it.
Red Hot, dear. What did you think about the fish people? I think they mean well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm suspicious of the entirety of this place that we are here. I just want to get out. Really. So even though they might have seemed nice,
And while you were talking to Susan, Red Hot, you receive this vision. Your mind just gets blanked out as you space out into this marketplace under black water. You look around and every stall is locked, chained to the ground, and every lock seems to have the shield of a noble house in it. There are coins drifting upwards, and you see hands of ghosts trying to reach for the coins and just passing through them. And then some strong tide or current passes through and rolls all the coins through the underwater sea as if it's rolling them down the street. And you look around and you see these drawn buildings, and through the windows something watches you with eyes that feels like a vault door. And you hear in your mind, "You know the theft older than kings, freedom stolen, then sold back as law. There are 4 locks on my door. One is spoken, one is drowned, one is written in stars, one is spayed in blood." You still underwater, and you feel something in your hand, in the palm of your hand, like something heavy. As you look down, there is a key on your hand that seems to be made of the same material as corals. And whatever is looking at you through those windows continue to speak into your mind and says, "Still the exit. But first decide who deserves to be freed." And while you look back down at the key on your hand, Red Hot, you realize that Susan is staring at you as if she's waiting for you to finish your sentence, and there's no key on your hand, and even Chili Pepper is a bit confused about what's going on with you. Red Hot, any thoughts? Did we lose her again? Red Hot, are you there?
She appears to be muted.
Venus? Very well.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Very well.
All right. Oh, sorry. What did you say last?
As you recover your awareness of the present, how do you react to your vision?
Right. Not even. I'm just gonna share it
You're gonna what? Sorry, you cut off a little
with
bit.
I'm gonna share. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah.
I'm gonna share with Doom and Gorbin my vision. Yeah, I'm just trying not to make much of it. I just wanna figure out how to get out.
Oh, that seems like there is something
So-
that is stalking in your mind, dear. Do you think you having the visions just like the fishy people?
Don't we all do?
I haven't had any dreams except for the dream to get back to my kitchen and cook for my family.
Yeah, I haven't had any librarian visions. So how yep. That's
It's just displaced. I don't know.
What do you think we should do?
And she comes towards you, Doom, and she says,
Perhaps we should look into that map. Maybe there is a place where we can leave here.
Yeah, so as Doom pulls out the map, he's like, well, as suspected, the shark tooth was telling the truth, and the fishman, Fraterg, I forget his name, was not so, I don't know. I'm assuming all of what he said about the admitting to being in the other clan, that was whispered to Gorbin, or was that said out loud?
that was whispered.
I was whispering. Okay, I was like, well, Sharktooth did hand it with a coin for his clan, so I'm of the opinion I'm not of the opinion of either clan is more beneficial or not, but I don't know if we should make any rash decisions, but this Innsmouth place, I'm not sure how much I'm fond of it. As he pulls out the map and he's like, where shall we go?
Gorbin's gonna finish the last of the drinks that had already been poured, and then stumble over to look at the map with the doom. Yeah, yeah. It all looks very blurry to me.
I think we need to find all these elements to perform this thing so we can get out of here. Hopefully.
It's pretty sure that's a bad idea. But I don't have a better one.
So do you think we should do you think we should go to any specific place or do a sweep starting from right to left to right, go up to the lighthouse? What do we think? There seems to be a few buildings on the way.
Yeah.
I like that plan. Let's go, because that way has more not mountains.
Gorbin, I
Mountains.
didn't quite under which. There's a lot of mountains here. Which can you point in the direction?
Yeah. We go if we just do a up, because there's a lot of more not there's a word for it. Ground. There's a lot more like flattish, pathish kind of ground-ish kind of things that yeah. And I above the table. I did not mean to actually move my token. Sorry about that. Yeah, above the table, he is suggesting in his way that we kind of take general kind of like, let's move along the parts that aren't jagged freaking mountains kind of way toward that northerly, in the general northerly direction, is what he's saying.
Well, I'm second this. Red Hot, do you have any input? Or are you happy to go to the lighthouse as well?
I'm happy to go that way. That's fine. I guess, yeah. What do you think? Yeah?
I guess we're off to see the wizard.
There's your
Let's do
wizard.
it.
The wonderful Wizard of Doom. Of course. As he just strikes a pose.
But I've already seen that one. I'm not impressed.
I can't imagine there's any shops or markets here, but if we do find something, I do need to make Mood, even though he's in a fantastic mood, a little less. The word is visible.
You mean you don't want him Donald Ducking it?
Yeah, I mean the sweater's amazing. It's just that's all that's going on.
Yeah, it doesn't cover certain parts.
Yeah, maybe we can get him just like completely kitted out in goats. Clothes, of course, not hide. Would never do that. Alrighty,
Well,
north we
maybe
go.
they
then.
have. When we were coming here, we could see the city from afar. So maybe there is some place nearby. Some nice fish people that might want to sell something to us.
There's quite the potential. But that is a secondary, just personal thing. Where we head north, if we don't find anything, we don't find anything.
Very well. Where is north, though? In the map,
Up towards the lighthouse.
towards the lighthouse. Very well.
Yeah.
All right. So that's quite a journey, because assuming you go through this place, that is going to be all the way to the lighthouse, about a 25-mile journey. So if you're going carefully, that should be about 1 or 2 days trip.
With lots of shenanigans to happen in 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
As you start to move north, the whole city looks devastated and destroyed. This whole village town looks much like the destroyed inn you were. Ruins of what seemed to have been a coastal marketplace, perhaps. There are no lights on. Roofs are destroyed. The whole city just seems like it has been flooded more than once. You continue to head north. There are no signs of cult anywhere. Where do you want to go? What is the way you want to take?
Well, I don't know.
Thinking just kind of generally more northwardly. Excuse me.
Yeah, Doom and Mood might fly above the party, and like be like eyes from the sky. But yeah, let's. I believe there is a square up ahead. We could head there. It does look quite open, so be wary.
Gorbin, as you are passing in front of this house, breaching through one of the windows, you see this massive lobster-looking creature. And with a carapace, and it just steps out of the house as if is breaching through the walls, and looks at you, and just does this weird sound as it's and it snaps its claws. And out of a nearby house, you see a second one coming out.
And can I make an insight check to see if it seems friendly? Like to see if this seems like a friendly gesture?
Your passive insight is enough to tell you that. No, it does not seem friendly, and it seems like it's about to eat you.
Cool. Okay. Good to know.
Red Hot, dear. Oh no. It seems we have some monsters ahead. It seems Gorbin may have found some lobster. That looks like a giant lobster. Maybe we could roast it for dinner. Red Hot, I just want to say, I'll make one of those sweaters for your friend as well, okay?
Oh, that's so thoughtful of you.
Aaron Jesus would like you to cover a little bit of that cleavage. It just gives you a little bit more of, you know, decency in the eyes of the Lord.
I'll take it. Just because it's a bit chilly around here.
Gorbin, these creatures are immense. Yes, what do you want to make?
I want to make a check to see if I can like figure out how much Gorbin can determine just by like visual confirmation, like what he might know about them. I don't know if that's Arcana or like
Arcana.
nature or what, but yeah. And then yikes. That's it. Okay, so yeah, it's 29.
Very well. Given its anatomy, you haven't seen a creature like this before, but given the anatomy, you think this is some sort of a aberration created by a badly made experiment, maybe with some sea creatures. Maybe someone took a lobster and an octopus and made a weird alien baby out of it.
Okay. Oh, then his reaction to that is going to be to dunk his hand into his mug, slap it down on the ground, and shout. Well, before he does that, he's gonna just exasperatedly say, "More crustaceans. It's so tired of crustaceans." And then he's going to slap his hand down on the ground, and declare, "May Hecate bless this and consecrate this ground." And he is casting Hallow, and he is consecrating the ground, or hallowing the ground against aberrations, and choosing the fear aspect, so that any aberrations within the area are feared. And as he slams his hand down, there's just a shockwave that shoots out in all directions. It doesn't hurt anyone or anything, that shockwave, but like it does establish a clear boundary, which is invisible. But yeah. It is now the space, which is what is the limit to this? Yeah, 60-foot radius. So within a 60-foot radius of Gorbin's current location, the area is hallowed and warded against aberrations, and any aberrations within that area are afflicted by the fear condition.
Very well. Very well. And the two creatures the two creatures don't seem afraid of you. Despite the halo effect. You get the impression that they are too primal to feel fear. Or maybe they are too weird to feel fear. Let me put your hollow spell there.
Yeah, I don't think that second one is actually in the sphere of the effect.
Can you show me the sphere?
Yeah, give me 1 second to switch the over circle. Because 60-foot radius puts it there.
Very well.
Or roughly there. Somewhere in that ballpark, yeah.
Very well.
Yeah, it's close enough.
So, they seem unaffected by the fear, and you hollow the area for them to be afraid. And what was the other effect you gave? Was just the frightened effect?
Yeah. So
they cannot enter the area, right? Willingly.
Yeah. So the one that is not inside the area cannot enter it. I mean, I don't know, given this, but like according to the rules of the spell, if it's an aberration, it cannot enter this spell's area of effect, and any aberration inside the spell's area of effect should be afflicted by fear, the fear condition.
Very well. You can click on your tokens and roll initiative.
Let's go! That is the Doom.
Woo!
And Mood.
I think that might be the highest initiative I've ever rolled on any character.
Mood is 30.
I rolled a crit. In total, 27.
Very well. Your first roll is a crit.
Best initiative I've ever rolled, and I got outrolled by a simulacrum. That's just typical. Thanks for that.
Hey, look, it's the goat sweater. It's the goat sweater.
It is the goat sweater.
Yeah.
Can't fight the goat.
And you got a 27 red hot, is that correct? And
Yes.
Pepper got how much?
Oh, you want me to roll? Oops. 17.
17. Very well. So with that, the better mood is the first one to act. What is the better mood's gonna do?
So they're both flying in the air 30 feet. And Doom is going to say to the better mood, he's going to say, oh, just the usual this time. Well, let's not go anything hasty. This looks like a very routine endeavor. How boring. So the mood is just going to nod as he's done this hundreds and hundreds of times. He is going to use 2 sorcery points. He's going to use 2 sorcery points to again. I forget that the the wizard class for this is wizard in 2024 is different. He's going to quicken spell.
Very well.
He's going to quicken spell haste onto. Is he? He is. He's going to quicken spell haste onto the Doom. And as that haste comes over Doom, it doubles his speed, right? Doesn't it? Haste. Yeah? Oh my god, it's been so long since I've done this. This is crazy. So that's 40, and flying is now 60.
So the Baramud's gonna cast haste on Doom, right?
Yeah, on Doom.
That increases his AC 2 to 28 and increase his speed to 140.
Haste. Gotta put this in my notes. And as that like haste, that just like feeling, it's almost like imagine when Bane in Batman injects his juice and Doom's just like, oh, it's been so long. Dude, let's do something a little different for. Let's do something a little different. Let's try. Let's try and be a little more aggressive than we normally are. So the better mood is gonna nod again, and he's gonna move 30 feet to there. If it wants to let me, yeah, 30 feet to here. And as he's flying, he zips over and he whips out the finger guns, or one finger gun, and he's going to cast Disintegrate at level. Oh no, I forgot. This one's a lot lower. Never mind. No, he'll still do it. Let's have a bit of fun. He's going to cast Disintegrate at 6th level on the lobster turkey monster across from Gorbin as he whips up his finger gun, and it's almost like it's so fast that his finger comes up and it's like the red glow has been charging and it leaves a tracer from where his index finger was standing by his side. And now it's facing this monster and he gives a boom, just a pew, and shoots. So that's a Dex 23.
Very well.
Dex 23 at him, yeah.
Why are your dice so spooky?
And it rolled a nat 20.
Oh, that's
I will screenshot and send to you on Discord.
you know what? The mood's going to use his inspiration to make him reroll, because the mood needs to impress because he's been on a bad run as of late. Run.
But the mood doesn't have inspiration. The Doom does.
You're right. Sorry, I copied my sheet and I had it. Let me take that. No, the Doom's definitely not giving him inspiration. The Doom is so uninspired by the mood's recent endeavors, and then he looks down and sees the goat costume, and then he absolutely gives him his inspiration. So the mood will get him to reroll, use the inspiration.
Very well. With that, it's now a 12, and as the Baramud shoots the creature, the shell on the outside of this creature disintegrates, and it falls, and it exposes the muscles underneath, the lobster-like muscles of this creature. As half of its body half of its shell, its outer exoskeleton seems to have been disintegrated. But the creature is still standing. And it seems to be in very good shape, in fact, despite the fact that its muscles have been disintegrated. or sorry, its exoskeleton has been disintegrated. And as the mood hits, all of you can hear in your mind the voice of someone saying,
Finally, you arrived. I have been waiting for your arrival for a very long time. I have informed my cultists of your presence and your importance. You may not realize yet, but you are the ones who change reality. You will free this island. Yes, there is a realm in the elemental plane of water. A realm that calls for this island, as if someone calling it to come back home. And you are the ones who come to help. I know you seek the elements for the proper ritual to open the gate. And perhaps that is something that the coat of the drowning wave can provide you. But you are here to make clean for the Aeon wave. You are here because those who await have had their answers, have had their prayers answered. You must come and be infused with the draft of Olindra's sapient form. You must bear the gift of Olindras. And you must give us a sacrifice and help to achieve our domination over the elemental planes and to flood the material plane. Come. Come to the eyes of Olindra, where our murky waters will show you the way. I don't mind you destroying my followers. Sacrifice as many of these useless cultists as you wish. Feed your hunger for slaughter. Satiate your thirst for blood. As you wish. But come to the eyes of Olindra, where I will show you the way.
And you heard that just at the start of this fight. Better mood. Was that the end of your turn?
Movement action, bonus action. That is the end of Better Mood's turn.
Very well. Gorbin, what would you like to do?
As a legendary action, Corbin is going to tap the band on his arm and say, It's just we just gotta cook the lobster. Okay, it's good. Taps the one of the runes on the band on his arm, extends his fingers, and casts chromatic orb using. Oh, hey, it gives me a drop down menu. That's neat. And deals fire damage. To the same the lobster with the exposed flesh.
Very well. And
Who hits?
the 29 will hit, yes.
Yeah, okay. Not a lot of damage. But yeah. How does it react to that 6 points of fire damage?
He didn't even notice.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to fix that. Okay. So, gonna take a little bit more than that to cook this mollusk. So I'm gonna do you know what? I'm gonna do why am I still in character voice? Sorry. He's gonna switch over to, if I can find it on my spell sheet. Damn, I got too many spells. Trying to find.
We feel so
Flame
sorry for you
strike.
that you have so many spells.
I know it's the worst problem
I
that
know.
anybody could ever have. Yeah. Okay. So that was his legendary action. As his action, he is casting Flame Strike, which I will describe in just a moment. He takes a pinch of sulfur from his component pouch, tosses it into the air, and as he does, he takes a swig from his mug, and then spews that swig of ale into the cloud of sulfur dust, and then swings his hand down through the cloud of ale and sulfur as he shouts, "Infernamus!" And a 10-foot wide column of blinding white flame just shoots down from the sky on top of this thing and burns the crap out of it.
Very well. And the creature is broken. Let me do the old-fashioned way. Very well. We definitely failed that save. And now it burns a little bit. It burns a little bit more, and it smells like lobster, like cooked lobster in here. As it, without the exoskeleton, it goes straight into the flesh, and the creature just releases a screech of pain.
And just double check. How long has it been since Gorbin cast Crown of Stars back in that tavern?
I would say maybe 20 minutes.
Has it been more than an hour?
No.
Oh! Well, then as a bonus action, Gorbin's gonna just lift up his finger and go and whip it around and point it toward the lobster and say, "Yep." And one of those stars is gonna go and hit that lobster. as soon as I can find where that is on my spell list. Sorry. Yeah, no, do that thing. Yeah. Yeah, I assume a 30 hits.
Yeah, he does.
So that is 21 additional radiant damage.
And the creature burns yet a little bit more thanks to the radiant damage of the crown of stars. And half of its body, it's charred as if an overcooked lobster. And it smells like it as well. The other part, and the creature is bloodied thanks to those attacks. And the other side of the creature seems perfectly normal. And the creature seems somewhat, some may say, angry with you.
Understandable. Alright, I think that is my action, bonus action. And as for my move action, I think I'm just gonna take a few steps back. Or I think I'm gonna stumble a few steps back. I still have line of sight on the creature from here, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's
Okay,
about,
yeah.
It's almost as tall as the house.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna move back to there. And I think that's everything I can do in this turn.
Very well.
Yeah.
Red Hot, what would you like to do?
Right, so I will. I will, as a legendary action, could I quickly use some Eldritch Blast on it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And 31, I guess that hits as well.
Yes, they see 16.
Okay, I get to do 2. Okay.
Okay.
I
You get to do
believe.
2.
Because I've got 2 attacks for action. No.
That's one Eldritch Blast. That will cost you an action. And it's 4 rays, so you get to roll 4 times.
Yeah. And then a 24.
Very well.
And the last one, another 21. Okay, so that would be for a total 22 plus 32 of 54.
Yes.
And then
So mood release this disintegrate on this creature, and then just after, as if someone is imitating mood, Red Hot shoots 4 times an Eldritch Blast at the creature.
yeah. I think I will approach.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, how far is it from me? I think just about. Okay. So I'm thinking as a bonus action. Where did Gorbin go? I can't see him anymore.
Where did Gorbin go? He's still there.
Oh, I can see him. Okay. Okay. So Red Hot's going to come closer to Gorbin and then try to inspire him a little bit and say, I know they look, I mean, not necessarily intimidating, but quite big as creatures, but I think we can finish this pretty fast, don't you think so? And I'll try to give him some bardic inspiration.
Very well.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, if we get the other side cooked properly, we could have a quite a feast.
I agree. I mean, a mixture of calamari and yeah. And then I will approach further and will attack Booming Blade with my vicious scimitar.
Yeah.
So this one will... No. I rolled... It was supposed to be a crit. But it ended up being a net
fail.
one.
Oh no.
Crit fail.
But you have plenty of abilities that you can use to avoid that.
Yes. I think I do.
Yeah, you got what is it? Oh wow, just had a complete brain fart on what it's called. The legendary something or other.
You are a champion of Timora. You have something in your Jester's mask called Topsy-Turvy. When you roll a 1 on a d20, you can treat the roll as if you had rolled a 20 instead.
Yeah.
Once you use this property, you can't use again until the next dawn. Would you like to use your Topsy-Turvy?
Yes.
Alternatively, you can use your inspiration.
I will. I think I will want to crit against it because it was just about to be a crit, and
Very
it
well.
ended up not being that much. I'm very upset of.
A crit it is.
So yeah, let's go.
So you
Yeah.
use your Topsy-Turvy and you convert your crit fail into a crit
Turn it into-
success.
Yes. And then I have 2 attacks, I believe. So I will try my luck with another one.
First roll the damage for that one.
Oh no! It's another. This is ridiculous.
Wow. Roll the damage for the first one and then we resolve the second one.
Okay, alright. So that would be 14. Oh, it was a crit. Ugh. Was it 14 plus a 9? So that is a 23. And Do I roll for the booming blade as well?
Yeah, twice.
So 14
Very well. But
and
you
a
crit,
20.
so it's
Another 34.
Very
Yes.
well.
Right. And what happens with the net one?
Roll a flat d20 for us.
Can I actually use my inspiration to reroll that? Is that okay?
Yes, you can, yeah.
Okay, let's go with that. Okay, a 31. So I guess
Very
that
well.
will.
Yeah,
That's
that will
all
hit.
right. Okay. All right. So that is a 13. And then the booming blade is another 12. Oops.
Describe your attack to us.
Just a second. So I pick up my my scimitar, and I see, of course, that is quite a big creature. I try to, hit, like, pierce it kind of way, trying to still keep the meat intact in strategic places where I see that it could potentially be weak. So yeah, I kind of like pierce with a scimitar in places, giving some thunder damage in addition as well. So does that finish him?
Yes, absolutely. After all this damage, the creature falls to the ground and it's obliterated. And the roll an intimidation check.
Let's see.
Let's see how that affects the second one that is outside the Hallow spell.
Probably not that much. An 18.
That's enough. As a reaction, the second one jumps into the water. And
Bye.
And with that, you are out of initiative.
Yay, proper food. Susan, do your magic.
Oh dear, that's a
let's
lot
not
of lobster. It's already
Above
partially
the
cooked, though.
table. Let's not trust Susan to cook our food.
And Susan
Do you
grabs her
wanna be the
sword
chef,
and
Corbin?
starts to cut some flesh out of this giant lobster-looking creature.
Yeah, I think Corbin's just gonna slip on by. Corbin doesn't trust Susan's cooking,
Very well.
and he doesn't trust this meat.
Never. And Doom's gonna look
That's a
down at
fair
Corbin.
point.
Doom's gonna look down at Corbin and say, "We never trust the fishies. We never trust the shellfishies either."
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there's a bit of nuance in the second one. Some of them got some interesting things to say, but yeah, definitely never trust the fishes.
Corbin, I'm gonna ask you a question that is going to rock the tankard straight back into your mouth, because you will need a drink to comprehend this. We've established that we cannot.
comprehend most things, so it's not saying much.
I think this one will be a challenge even for you, Gorbin. We've established that we cannot trust the fishies because they won't tell anyone how they can breathe underwater without drowning. So, Gorbin, my question to you is, how can the shellfishies survive underwater without drowning and breathing whilst doing it, but also not being crushed by the shell that is on their back?
Well, because first of all, I'd like to address the shell issue. 'Cause they shed them and grow new ones as they grow. So, that's a thing. And they have explained that to me very clearly. They've been very upfront and straightforward about that in my conversations with them. Was the other things you asked about. The breathing thing. Yeah. They got all kinds of different parts. Just totally different parts than we do that allows them to just breathe the water and whatnot. So it's fine. It's different creatures. But they're open and honest about it.
Well, Doom just feels like a bloody idiot now. Doom struggles to make friends. He thought he was going to have a bonding moment, and clearly he can't read between the lines that the fishies can't be trusted, but the shellfishies can. And Doom just. Gorbin, I've never been made to feel like an idiot. I'm one of the smartest beings on the planet, and I have a title that says so. Right now,
well,
I feel...
I don't know what to tell you. What I'm just telling you that I've asked the questions, and I have found the answers, and I'm just telling you. But there's no shame in your ignorance. You just, but now you know.
Oh,
so it's a good day for you.
Doom needs to do some sort of check because the Doom being called ignorant is. Oh, I don't know what check I need to do, but he needs to do some sort of check. I don't know.
Is there a hype check?
I think. Is there a gaslight check?
Maybe that's performance or probably persuasion. Maybe
persuasion,
intimidation.
Okay, I'll roll.
I don't know. Like
I don't
a lot
know
of different ways it could go.
If it's gaslighting, then it's deception.
Deception versus my insight.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not attempting to deceive him. He's perceiving it as gaslighting or as deception. So do I still?
Let's call it an insult check. Like he's been called ignorant, and he just cannot comprehend how the shellfishies are trustworthy. Oh my goodness! But the fishies are a different story. So was there like an insult check?
Could I?
Let's just call that an intimidation.
Intimidation.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same number either way.
Oh my god! Did I just roll in that one?
Oh wow! Yeah, that is not going my way. Wait. Let me take a look at those numbers. Okay, 6 versus 15.
I need to check.
And just for shits and giggles, I can either raise my roll or lower yours by 2d4 as per my boon of fate.
Oh my goodness.
Because I think it's funny. I'm gonna go ahead and roll those dice just to see how they roll. I don't even know if it's possible to fix that. Okay, yeah. Does not make a difference. I still don't pass
Wow.
either way.
Very well. So you are definitely offended, too.
Gorbin, I'm gonna put this down to your. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but there's a notch on my belt. So now Doom has a notch counter for. I'm putting it in my notes. I'm calling it the Gorbin counter for the amount of times he's been led to believe he's on the same page as Gorbin, just for Gorbin to what's the word I'm looking for here? To burn him, to make him look like an idiot. Yeah, the Gorbin makes me look like an idiot counter. Let's do that.
Very well.
There is one notch on the belt, and we might also start another counter for the on the same page as Gorbin counter, which I believe I have 3.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need a longer belt.
Okay. All right. I love this. This is brilliant.
Very well. As you reach that square to the north, after this little bantering between the two of you, there is a man that looks like it looks like his whole body has been bloated, just like a cadaver spending too much time in the sea. But he's dressed. He has the tattoos of a Marith, and he's dressed like a pirate, like a mix between a pirate and a stereotypical genie, and he stands on top of the roof. Beneath him, you've noticed there is this the sheet of water that seems to be covering the roof. And as he sees all of you, he says, "Who dares to come to Innsmouth uninvited?"
Well, my good sir, my name is the Doom, and I need no invites. I need no record. I need no invitation, and I need no acceptance. I do as I please, and I please as I do. Who are you, and what is your name?
"A member of the Heavenly Doomcoat. Very well. You have said your last words." And and as you say that, he claps his hand, and the what seems to be a dry what at first seemed to have been a dry fountain at the middle of the square starts to spray water up. And as it does, the water doesn't fall to the ground. Instead, it turns to mist. And the mist covers this entire area. And all of you have this eerie feeling as if suddenly this is not just a mist. So roll a wisdom saving throw for me, DC 22.
Wisdom saving throw. Okie dokie. Does me having true sight affect this at all?
No, he does not.
No. Okay.
True sight is it doesn't act as an X-ray vision, so you can't see
Okay.
through material.
I had bardic inspiration from what Red Hot
You
cast
can
on me
use it,
earlier.
yes.
Yeah, and what does that give me?
A D12.
1d12. Okay.
Yes.
I rolled a 29 and a 27 for mood.
Very well. Did anyone fail? How much did you roll?
About to find that out. Yep. Because I rolled a nat 1 on that DC 12, which makes my overall roll an 18.
Very well. So,
Which is
Gorbin,
embarrassing.
you were frightened by this mist. And
Oh wait, this is a spell or magical effect, correct?
it is a magical effect, yes.
Okay, so I do actually have advantage on those rolls. I have
Very well.
advantage against spells and magical effects, so... Oh, come on. Roll the thing when I click on you. There we go. Jeebus. Freaking... Yeah. I'm just rolling crap today.
You still have your... You can still use your... Technically, you can still use your Bardic Inspiration, because it should have been on the advantage roll.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah. Let me roll that again.
Just
See
need
if
to
I
roll
can
a
roll
3.
better than a 1.
No pressure.
Hey, an 8! Boom!
Nice.
Okay, that gets me over 22. Alright. Yikes. That was... Oof.
Very well.
And I
Yeah.
rolled a 17.
Yeah.
And I will use my tactical mind. That means that when I fail an ability check, I can expend the use of the second wind,
Yeah.
and instead of regaining HP, basically I roll a d10 and I add it to the result. So I'll try to roll a d10, and I rolled a 1 as well.
No.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh. I will have no option but to use Guarded Mind.
Very well.
So, yeah. When I fail, I think you said it's a wisdom saving throw, so I can cause myself to succeed instead.
Yep.
So let's go with that.
Alright, I totally forgot about Guarded Mind.
And very well. So with that, oh wait, you can't see it yet. Can you see the cloud?
I've missed
Can
now.
you see the mist?
No.
No?
Oh, that's
Maybe we need to refresh.
There we go.
okay. Now that's
Oh, yeah.
not
Oh,
what I was
wow.
going for.
Yep, seeing it now.
There you go. Very well. You are all inside this massive cloud, this massive mist, and
Where's Susan, by the way?
although you are not, none of you is frightened, and oh yes, Susan's still cutting the meat out of the lobster because she believed you guys when you said that she it's for her to cook that lobster. There, despite the fact that you are not frightened, there is still something about this mist that is somewhat scary to you. Chili Pepper, you roll a perception check for me. Not Red Hot, Chili Pepper.
All right.
A dirty 20.
Very well. Chili Pepper has the impression that she has noticed something inside that mist that looks, just for a brief moment, you can't really see through the mist because you don't have X-ray vision, but she got the impression that she saw something that looks like an insect just passing in front of her.
Chili Pepper starts screaming like, "Thanks. I think there's a big bug in here."
And the guy that summoned this mist exit stage door left and and leaves that mist there with all of you inside, and we'll discover what else is in that mist with you in the next session. For all of you watching us and that stood with us throughout the session and even supporting us in the channel, thank you so much. It is a pleasure having you